everyone.
Hey there guys, Unofficial MCU here. Hope you're all doing well, and welcome to my Secret Invasion Episode 5 review video. Let's go ahead and hop right on into it. Yes, there are spoilers ahead for the latest episode of Marvel's Secret Invasion, so if you aren't up to date, click off the video, go check out one of my others, watch it, it's an awesome episode, and head on back. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and hop right on into it. If there's one thing that the MCU has taught us about Nick Fury, it's that he's pretty damn good on his own, but when he gets a team together who works towards his cause, whether it be Skrulls, S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, or the freaking Avengers, he's a lot better. Secret Invasion has compounded the theme throughout, revealing that some of Nick's greatest achievements would never have happened without his workers' bees. And in the 5th episode, titled Harvest, Nick's new team begins forming in order to help him deal with the Gravik situation, even as he maintains he's the only one who can really resolve the conflict and clean up the mess he's made. And so, to that end, the quote-unquote good guys are split off into pairs ahead of the show's climax. Gaia and Vara meet to deal with both Talos' body and Gravik's kill squad, while Nick and Sonya set off for Finland to revive the Harvest. All of the Avengers' DNA Nick has managed to scrape off of the battlefield at the end of the events of Avengers Endgame, thanks to Gravik and his Skrull cleanup crew. Fury posits that Gravik even dreamt up the idea for a Super Skrull after seeing the blood samples have been collected during the mission, and that this has been quite a master plan that's been in development for quite some time. But all of the ludicrous things in Secret Invasion, the montage that follows this revelation, somehow takes the cake. It shouldn't be funny that Nick suits up by getting a coat, an eye patch, and a gun out of a high-tech storage unit, but it just is. He makes it look awesome, and also with the fact that he had them all in separate compartments is even better. They would easily fit in one. Easily. So we don't know why this was just such a goofy thing to put in there, but it's not horrible, don't get me wrong, it's honestly cool. He makes it look awesome. Now, anyway, speaking of things fitting inside one container, the opposite feels true for the Harvest. Is all of the Avengers' DNA sort of just smushed together in a vial there, or is it separated, or what's the deal with it? Is this a DNA combo already whipped together into the convenient of one shot? Who did Nick even have working on that? Why would he create a DNA super weapon, even accidentally? Has he learned nothing from his mistakes? We still have a lot of questions about everything that's been going on. Thankfully, we still have one more episode, the finale, next week. Gravik's plan to start World War III pretty much seems to have been forged entirely around his reluctant idea to kill Nick Fury, a man he clearly hates, so that he has the leverage to acquire a newly revealed MacGuffin from him. We can suppose that we have to accept that this is either his plan all along, or a last-ditch effort to get the upper hand. It's weird. It's confusing. Either way, it makes the nature of Gravik cause pretty messy, and all of his efforts more cultivated. He seems like we can't predict him anymore, especially as he lashes out on his own people, which I really do quite honestly like seeing. I mean, it makes this guy more scary. And then to also finally see the reveal of Gravik in his Skrull form as an adult is pretty awesome. He's just more scary looking as well compared to other Skrulls. So anyway, does Nick genuinely believe that footage of him killing Maria Hill, of all of people, is gonna make a dent in the news when the president has just been attacked, on that the world is on the verge of a nuclear war, let alone make him the most hated man on the planet? Probably not. On a sliding scale of news stories right now, in the real world maybe, that's going in the and finally section, along with a local squirrel someone's taught to ice skate. It's just not necessarily anywhere near relevant or of an importance, and it won't make people necessarily hate Nick Fury as the world's worst person, and let's be honest, not really anybody knows who Maria Hill is necessarily either. So the question can be to that of, really, who cares, Rhodey? Aside from that, also the fact of that, why didn't Sonya suspect that Rhodey was a Skrull all along? Could Nick not have told her that when they were making plans to meet up, or right when he maybe found out? And Vara refuses to escape her execution because she doesn't want to leave her nice house. Old people, I guess. If she gets Gaia killed during her last stand, well, That's fine. Maybe not. This show is filled with smart spies doing incredibly dumb things to a point, often simply killed off or yoinked from the brink of death just so we can get to the next episode. Still, at least this one didn't end with another person being shot or stabbed for a dramatic effect. R.I.P. Talos. Now, with all of these many different awesome, great things going on with the show, let's dibble in some of the more critical things I don't necessarily enjoy about this episode. Nobody seemed to have really grieved the death of Talos, specifically Nick Fury. I mean, these guys were best friends and have known each other for 30 plus years at this point, and he doesn't really blink at an eye. I need more with that, and they have time to elaborate more with that. I think that this deserves its own separate scene. Also, with the fact that he didn't really grieve the death of Maria Hill either, especially since that one was more dramatic, I feel like, to a point considerably. I honestly don't even really remember him saying much about that. Devastating events have happened, and their ramifications are just observed over brief news clips. Nowhere do we feel the impact of the Skrull invasion, nor Gravik's terrorism, not even in the hearts of our main characters, who sort of look glum for a moment and then move on to the next scene. I need more with that, more elaboration, especially when you're dealing with such amazing talent and actors. Meanwhile, if you thought that we were done with the Black Widow references after Nick's wife Varro had dropped off Drevok Easter eggs earlier in the series, you were wrong. In Harvest, Episode 5, the Widow's tech and their connections continue to support Nick Fury when he travels incognito. We do see the return of Rick Mason from the Black Widow movie, who's the private contractor who's flying the private plane, who had helped in Black Widow, Natasha, when she was lying low and on the run from Ross in that movie. We also see the return of Widow's Veil, a mask that will change your facial appearances to whoever you want, although Nick stresses that he doesn't have the new version of the tech. We'll also have to use our imagination when deciding how he got that old one. Overall, let's wrap it up. We've seen in the trailer for the last episode, the next one, episode 6 of the series, that Gaia will eventually explore the site of where Gravik is keeping the humans that his Skrulls have copied and has put them into a status. And it's becoming increasingly likely that one or more of the humans kept in storage will be a shock reveal. We expect to see their insert bodies of James Rhodes and Everett Ross, but I still think that Secret Invasion has a few more surprises up its sleeve for the finale next week. There's a lot going on with Secret Invasion and a lot of corners that they need to go ahead and wrap up here as well. A lot of questions still honestly remain, and not all of them, let's be honest, are going to be explained and revealed in the finale next week. Some of these things are going to be carried over to the Marvels movie that's coming out a little bit later this year in the fall. Guys, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys all thought about this latest episode of Secret Invasion Episode 5 and what you're looking forward to seeing most with the finale next week. I would love to hear what you guys all think in the comment section down below, and until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Have a great one, guys. This has been Unofficial MCU. Peace out.